Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special ad hoc clip here on the Futbol Kaki. Currently, we are in the middle of one of the biggest shocks of the transfer window, which of course is the saga between PSG and their superstar Kylian Mbappe. As you can see, Paul is repping the PSG jersey, the white color one, with the Air Jordans. Currently, the big news, and I think this is the talk of world football now, is that basically Al-Hilal from the Saudi Arabia League has officially submitted a 300 million euro bid for Kylian Mbappe.
That is nasty.
Saying the words out of my mouth already leaves me speechless already. I don't really know how else to say this, but I find that this probably move will have very big financial implications on a lot of clubs, especially in the Euro market, because of a few things, But before we get into that, I just want to double check with Paul, bro. This is the biggest bid in terms of a transfer ever, in history.
For one player, yes, sir.
For one
and
player,
And I don't think any club has spent 300 million in a single window. I think highest was 250, maybe.
I think about that. I also don't recall anybody spending 300 million on an entire window on multiple players, let alone a single player. I think not even more than 120 million at maximum.
Yeah.
So to me, this is maddening, and this is a very big issue with financial fair play. But before we get into that and we discuss the implications, I just want to ask Paul, Paul, can you please refer to his salary numbers that he's expected to sign?
So,
and from what I understand, it's a 1-year deal, right?
Like what Eldred said, it's a 300 million bid to PSG for Kylian Mbappe for 1 year. Not including any image rights or whatever. He will earn a total of 13.3 million euros a week, which is broken down into technically 22 euros per second. $22 per second. 22 euros per second, bro. He can walk to the kitchen and come back right here. And he can buy PlayStation already.
Yeah, but dude, if you think about it, how much is it again a week? Can you repeat that?
13.3 million a week, sir.
13.3 million a week, guys. If you really think about it, as Man United fans, we already complaining about some of the players are earning 350k a week, 400k a week already. This dude is going to have a 13.2 million euro a week deal. That's basically the earnings of most of the superstars in a few months, or some even, and for every player not even gonna hit that in a year.
These are NBA numbers already.
Yeah,
higher than NBA numbers.
It's NBA numbers on a certain level, but the thing is that, bro, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, because okay, to be honest, 13.3 million, that's in a week. So in a month, he will earn about 59 million.
About 52, bro.
That's insane.
52 million, You're gonna earn 52 million in a month. You times 12, that's almost what?
Yeah, 600 million? 700 million. That's the deal. The 1 year package is 700 million.
That's not even NBA numbers, bro. That's a full multi-year contract. That's a multi-year contract earned in 1 year. That guy he's halfway to $1 billion in 1 year.
Exactly. And then the best part about this deal, is it's only 1 year.
Yeah.
So essentially, he can take a gap year from Europe and become a billionaire, and then still go to the club of his dreams, which is Madrid.
Real Madrid,
next year.
And the thing is that essentially Real Madrid can sign him for free.
No, I think that's what they're planning to do. It doesn't make sense for them to pay 150 million now for Mbappe when they can get him for free next year.
Bro, nobody's going to be willing to match a 300 million euro bid. If you are PSG, you're not
even before this 300 million bid came in, right? Yeah. I don't think Real Madrid will even pay 150 million for a player that's 1 year left.
Yep.
When they know they will guarantee get him for free next year.
Correct. But the thing is that you think about it, right? No club is going to spend 300 million ever on a single player. No club in Europe is ever going to do this.
Maybe Messi, prime Messi last time.
Correct lah, but this is not going to happen because of the thing. But even you do prime Messi, right? Prime Messi is not worth 300 million. No footballer's worth 300 million.
I'm saying, okay, yeah, that's the thing I want to talk about. Because currently now, Mbappe is clear of almost everybody, right?
Yes, that one I agree.
Okay, yeah. Can you imagine the players from the past? There are so many players in the past, right? They are better than Mbappe now.
Yep.
And can you imagine how much they would have been worth now back then?
Correct. But the thing is, bro, you're talking about then and now. Okay, so let's say, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo was the world's biggest transfer, right, in 2008 at 80 million. Since then, the biggest transfer, if I'm not wrong, has been about 120 million.
Coutinho, right? Or Dembele?
I can't remember. It's about 120 million.
Neymar.
Was it Neymar to PSG?
Neymar to PSG, yeah.
Okay, so the thing is 120 million thereabouts lah. But bro, you're talking about double the maximum, eh?
Yeah,
this is ridiculous.
You can't even do this in the FIFA game, eh?
Bro, you can't even do this. Doesn't make sense in normal valuation of companies also. How does the let's say for example the maximum tail line and the top line of basically where people are bid, or you're not expected to exceed, that's about 120 to 130 to 50 million. People dream about getting $150 million transfer, right? But most of the time you're never gonna hit 150.
Yeah.
In this one fell swoop, you're talking about
doubling the maximum,
more than double of this thing, or almost triple.
Yeah, bro.
So it's crazy, because the thing now is that, okay, if Kylian Mbappe is worth 300 million euros, how much is Erling Haaland worth?
Slightly under, maybe 250.
Correct. and the thing is, how much is Erling Haaland worth? How much is Jude Bellingham worth?
Yeah, those are numbers that is unthinkable if this transfer goes through.
Correct. And if you think about it, right, Jude Bellingham's transfer was
it's like 105 or 108, 9 million or something.
Yeah, right? Correct. So Jude Bellingham transfer just barely got past 100 million.
Bro, this is an insane number.
Correct. So the thing is that if you're expected to be about, let's say for example, with add-ons, expectation is about 115 million for Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
In terms of pounds. But you're going to that to 300.
Yeah, so I mean there's only one purpose from this Saudi club that bids for their bid to PSG is to simply just give you an offer you cannot refuse. That is like the bottom line. They don't want I don't want you to bid then reject. You know, that kind. Correct. They don't want to play those games. They just straight up, I give you take it. I want the player.
Correct. And Jude Bellingham is the biggest one. Is 120 million euros. So it's basically like, okay, I understand the need, and this is my whole, okay, I would say that I have a big issue with this thing, right, because of a very simple solution. I think I'll just ask you for your thoughts after this, right, is that basically when you are understood to have a player at a specific valuation in this particular market, so let's say, for example, Jude Bellingham's worth 120 million. Everybody thinks that this is the highest and this is the largest transfer fee that is going to be forked out for one player at this particular point in time.
Yep.
In previous years, you're talking about maybe 80 million, 90 million, 100 million, then you get close to 120. So the valuation for players, right, on the current state is based off of this 120 million.
Yeah, it's always they always look at the highest benchmark at that time.
Correct. Like you take, for example, Man United, Rasmus Højlund, right, his valuation is about 80 from Atlanta side. But Man United is only probably willing to pay about 60 to 65 million euros. And this is on the Jude Bellingham benchmark of 120 million. With Mbappe going at 300 million, right? What's the valuation?
And okay, to be honest, I don't know how they came up with this 300 million.
Neither do I, bro. So if
valuation, I felt that if they honestly bid like 170 million, right?
Yep.
They would have taken also, because
everybody would have taken, bro.
Because okay, PSG claims he's worth 200 million.
Yes.
So honestly, they could just say, okay, you claim 200 million, I will bid 200 million. Then you can have him. Yeah. But I don't know why they even put a 300 million. Is to simply really just, like I said, to cut everything. You come now, that kind. Like, I pay now, tomorrow you come already, that kind. This kind of thing. There's no. Okay, that, like, to answer your question, how will it affect the valuation next time for players, right? I don't think it will change much, because this is a once in a lifetime thing that we will see in our lifetime now. I don't think there will be another player they will pay 300 million for again.
Correct, but the thing is that can you confidently say that Kylian Mbappe is a once in a lifetime player?
No. As in, I'm talking about the opportunity. This kind of offer is a once in a lifetime thing. Yeah.
So the thing is that if let's say, for example, from a business perspective, if you are PSG, you 100% take 300 million off the bat. No, bro, you're gonna earn 100% take
double of what you value him.
Correct. Because essentially, right, with PSG, why it is a good thing is because if, let's say, for example, they had let go Mbappe on a free, right, they would have been in very big financial fair play issues, right? Because you are essentially suffering at a loss. Because you still have to write off Mbappe's salary, ma.
Yep.
And then you're not earning any money back to the club based on the sale. So essentially, you are paying Mbappe's salary of that time was what, 1 million a week?
Yeah, correct. At PSG, yes.
1 million a week, right? Times 52 is about 52 million. On top of that, right, you have to write that off because you're not making anything. So you're essentially functioning as a loss if you let Mbappe go on a free. But now...
Right, they have to sell him.
Correct. So for them to be able to be within financial fair play regulation, for them to be able to even turn a profit, right, they have to sell Mbappe. Suddenly, this thing just dropped as a gift to you 300 million now. Of course, they will take lah. Because you get one...
Because if they sell him now... let me add on. If they sell him now, right, they don't need to pay him the loyalty bonus next year of 100 million.
Yep. That's one thing.
And there's another one. But because he signed the contract last year in August, 1st of August.
Yep.
So this year, if we reaches 1st August 2023, and he's still a PSG player, they have to pay him a 60 million euro sign-on bonus. Yeah. So this year 60 million, next year 100 million.
They save 160 million already.
So that's why they want to sell him before 31st July.
Correct. So if you essentially think about it, right, you like all that put into perspective, PSG is going to 100% take this.
Yeah, because you don't lose any more money. In fact, you gain back everything you lost and more.
Correct.
Yep.
So I don't know lah. Like this is absurd to me lah. The valuation.
Honestly, it's a win-win for all parties.
Yes.
Mbappe, PSG, and this Al-Hilal.
Al-Hilal lah.
Yeah, everybody wins in this situation. Yeah. And
there's more eyes now on basically Saudi Arabian league already because Ronaldo is there, Benzema's going there.
I was gonna say, so if
Mbappe is
goes
there, Ruben Neves is there.
You're gonna have the two biggest players. One in terms of like the brand CR7,
correct,
and another one is like currently the world's best player Kylian Mbappe lah, in the same league.
Correct, but I got this question. How does this affect Mbappe's image?
Oh, bro, trust me, man. It doesn't affect. To me, I don't think it affects him one bit because he was already prepared to. Okay, so I think last week PSG came out with a statement that they are not gonna let Mbappe go for free next year. So they made it clear they want to sell him. So they followed it up by not letting him come to preseason on tour, right?
Correct.
So essentially they will say like, okay, we're just gonna drop you until we can find a solution for you now.
Yes.
So he himself said, I will fulfill my bargain by staying at PSG until next year.
Yep.
By this means, if I don't play, doesn't matter. You don't want to play me, it's fine. I will just see until next year, then I will leave to Real Madrid for free.
Correct.
So essentially, this 1 year is like he was willing to forego this 1 year just to play for Real Madrid next year.
Correct.
Right now, this 1 year of doing nothing has become 1 year of becoming a billionaire.
Yes.
I will take it, bro. I mean, if I was Mbappe, I would take it. Yeah.
I mean, if I were him, I would also take it also.
He's not the bad guy in this.
He's not. It's PSG.
It's PSG want to sell him.
Yes.
Because Mbappe has said so many times that he wants to stay at PSG until his contract ends.
Correct.
Yeah. So
I would say that Mbappe kind of like put himself into a very good position by chance. Just because of the situation.
Super good chance, bro. Right.
I mean, like, Saudi Arabia is a warm-up for him to get into Real Madrid lah, essentially.
Correct.
And I feel that, let's say, for example, if you really think about it, right, if you are Real Madrid, right, you are licking at the lips because essentially, right, you will get Mbappe for free, high chance. There's no way I feel like that at his current age, right, there is no way he's going to spend more than 1 year in Saudi Arabia. If let's say this thing goes through, that's one thing. The second thing is that now, essentially, right, where Real Madrid is expected to bid about 150 to 200 million to PSG for Kylian Mbappe, now they get him on a free, right? If I were them, right, I go to Man City now. Plan already.
Yeah, for next year, right? Yeah.
For next year. So essentially, Haaland, right, probably maybe will stay his second year and maybe a third year in City. If not, because you also don't know how much of a time frame Pep Guardiola will actually stay at City also. That's up in the air.
And funny is you say that, right? Like imagine Haaland has already won the treble in his first season.
Yes.
He has already achieved what he set out to achieve.
Right.
At Man City already.
Yeah. So if you're Real Madrid, right, it works out the best for you because essentially, right, you've already got your Golden Boy Bellingham. You don't need to spend any extra money this year.
You get a free Mbappe.
Correct. You get a free Mbappe, which essentially builds up your entire attack already, right? Plus, if you wanted to, right, you can just essentially use the money that you have for your next allocated budget, right, to go and buy Erling Haaland from Man City. And it's not like, say, Haaland will say no. So, in basically 2 years, Real Madrid can get the team that they wanted.
It's going to be another Galacticos, right?
Bro, I think this is worse. Think
Worse
about
as
it.
in better or
Like,
this
is much better. To me, in this current state of like the footballers in current football, so, which is almost close to it. So let's say, for example, you think about it. Vinicius Junior left, Mbappe right, Haaland center, Bellingham middle, Valverde middle, Chouameni at CDM.
Yep.
That's your front six,
And then you can slowly patch the defense however you want it. Yeah.
Correct. You can do whatever you want, right, after that already, yeah. And the thing is that defenders, right, you probably won't have to bid 40 to 50 to 60 million. If let's say you're basing on current market valuation. If you're Real Madrid, this works out for you perfectly in 2 years. After this season.
I agree, bro. I agree.
So next year, June.
Does it make sense for like a player like Mbappe to stay at PSG now?
Yes,
because
it doesn't.
Now Mbappe, PSG is run by Luis Enrique now, right?
Yes. Correct.
Yes. Now and then he bought Asensio. He bought the Korean striker. So it's like a very weird dynamic now for Mbappe to stay.
Correct.
And why stay in a club that you already have like won so many like League Ones, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
So the only thing that he wants now is the Champions League.
Correct. So I mean, like as we wrap this up, very simple. I don't know how this is going to play for the subsequent player market valuations really, because 300 million for Mbappe, right? That's your benchmark now. It went from 120 to 300 million.
I got another question, bro. So right now, if once PSG gets this 300 million, who will they buy?
Yeah.
I know who they are coming after, bro.
Who?
This is why lucky, I think United quickly secure him in a long-term deal.
Correct.
So if they want to buy him, they need to pay a premium.
Correct. I agree. Yep. But I don't think he's going anywhere. To me,
maybe not for this year, not this year at least, lah.
I don't think so.
What if Saudi Arabia comes 200 million for Rashford?
Oh,
bro, the Glazers will lick their lips, bro.
Correct lah. The Glazers thing is another topic.
But Mbappe.
Okay, I think right, it's the talk of the town lah. So let's just keep it at this, right? Like, so Kylian Mbappe 300 million, right? It's not at this point at the time we're recording, right? It's not guaranteed that he's actually going over, right? But if you're looking at the bigger picture, right, it's a one and done. He's gonna go there for 1 year. He's done already.
Yep, and it's a win-win for all parties.
Everybody, and nobody benefits more than Real Madrid. I feel.
Yeah, I think nobody will say no to this deal, except Mbappe himself. Yeah.
Yeah, and to be really frank, like, if you're Mbappe, you earn all this, like you said, it's on the way to halfway point of a billion already.
More than half, I think.
Plus his current,
bro. 700 million is
plus
more than two. Yeah.
Plus his current income and his current valuation. Like, if you really think about it, right, it's almost as if though, like, I play football, right, as a hobby already.
Yeah. What would be his next challenge in life?
Correct. And
Champions League,
I think
right? That's all. Yeah.
Is win the Champions League with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
He's won the World Cup already, right? And it's probably going to be win the Champions League with Real Madrid, win a Euro with France.
Yep.
I think that's his two biggest challenges. After that, he's done. He's set for life already.
He's like two or three generations down. He's set for life.
He's set for life already. Yeah. He doesn't need to do anything else already. So I mean, that's where we are. 300 million. I think it's an absurd valuation. But Paul, before we close up, right, what's your final thoughts on this? Like, other than what we've already discussed.
Okay, it's from a fan perspective, right? It's just going to make like every single footballer want to go to Saudi Arabia. Like we have already seen, like, in the past few weeks, so many players are going there. Yep. And I feel that it will only open the door for more players to go there now. So I won't be surprised if, like, next year we see, because there's this team called Al-Hilal. No, not Al-Hilal. Al-Hilal, is it? Is the team that Firmino went. So there is Firmino, there is Saint Maximin, and there is Mahrez. That is their attack so far. So I think it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Firmino is Al-Ali.
Al-Ali, right? Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So there's Saint Maximin there, and who to join him. And then there's like the other teams, there's Ronaldo, there's Telles, there's Fofana. So it's quite cool lah. Then the Al-Ittihad, right? The Benzema team. Benzema, Kante, and one more. It's quite cool lah. It's like a mixture. It's like a FIFA street team there now in Saudi Arabia. Like they knows, conquer the world kind.
Yeah, bro. If you think about it, Al-Hilal is I I read you the players that came in this year, just this window for them that is not from the Saudi league. Koulibaly, Ruben Neves, Milinkovic-Savic, plus Mbappe. If he comes.
Bro, Milinkovic-Savic and Neves can walk into any EPL team any day.
Any day. Essentially, right, this window made the Saudi league very, very competitive.
Yeah.
And,
bro, and there's only one person that caused all this.
Correct. Cristiano Ronaldo, CR7. And right, if you are playing EAFC this year, right, your team of the season
when
the Saudi league come out, right, I'm sure you confirm going to be very happy on, right?
Everyone will look forward to the Saudi league, right?
You look forward to the Saudi league when now nobody bothered last time.
Nobody will care about Serie A or
nobody. Hey, but side note, bro. Before we end off, right, you got see Ronaldo's FUT rating?
I didn't see.
You know what's the rating? The rumored rating?
85.
83.
Come on, man. I know he doesn't deserve like 90 or high 80 plus. That's why I gave a realistic one. I said 85. Yeah, I think 85 is more than fair enough.
If I'm not wrong, I think Messi is about 85, 86.
No lah, bro. Messi just won the World Cup. They will not give him 85, 86. They will give him at least 90.
No, he's not 90. He's not 90. There's a rumor he's not 90. Ronaldo's
run is 83. What are they trying?
Messi's not 90. Huh?
What are they trying? Bro, the dude just won a World Cup.
Dude, the dude just won a World Cup, but the thing is that they will probably rate Mbappe and Haaland high. Bro, you think about it, right? Mbappe was the cover guy for FIFA the past few years, right? Now, front and center inside of the ESA cover is Haaland. You telling me Haaland's not going to be the highest rated player?
Okay, yeah. I think Haaland deserves to be the highest. So 91 or 92, right? Messi maybe 89 and 88. 85 cannot lah, bro. It's Ronaldo 83, please. This is why I'm not going to buy the game.
Okay, enough about FIFA, right? I think that one we leave it for another episode. Right? When the game comes out, if we do decide to buy it, right, then we talk about this.
Bro, we can do a ratings review. Right, why not?
You want to do a ratings review on Futbol thing? I'm okay.
Why not?
If any of you want to see us do a EAFC ratings review, or like basically criticism of the ratings of the players, right? You do let us know. We are happy to do it as football fans. Yep. On the world's most famous football game, which now has a new name. It's no longer FIFA. It's called EA Sports FC or EAFC. So yes. So from everybody here at Futbol Kaki, we just want to say thank you for watching this clip of the Mbappe transfer, and we would love to hear your thoughts on this. So thank you everybody from me and Paul and everybody here at Futbol Kaki. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.